Last summer, I met this girl, Sasha. She was amazing. We got along really well. We hung out with the same crowds. And, well, we started fooling around right away. And stupidly, we didn't use protection. When summer was over, we broke up. And that's when Giselle and I, my girlfriend, started dating. A month later, Sasha calls me up and says she has chlamydia. I went to the doctor and he said that I might have picked it up from someone else, not realized it, and then given it to Sasha. Since I can't be sure, I have to contact all my exes now. The problem is, they're both dating my friends.
Nice pass, Cal.
I don't want to get an STD.
What are STDs anyway?
Condoms are dry.
No one we know would ever have it. There's no cure.
I want to have sex, but I don't want to die.
I'm not at risk. I'm just a kid.
We always hear about how great sex is, but we rarely hear about the consequences that can come with sex, like STDs, also known as sexually transmitted diseases, or STIs. If we heard more about STDs, we might realize how prevalent they are and how damaging they can really be.
According to the CDC, at least 1 in 4 teenagers in the U.S. has an STD. By some estimates, up to 40% of sexually active teens are infected with an STD.
That's serious. So I'm going to explain what STDs are, how you can get them, how you don't get them, and how you can stay free of STDs. There are 2 main types of STDs, bacterial and viral.
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis are caused by bacteria. These bacterial STDs can usually be cured with medication if diagnosed early. If undiagnosed or left untreated, these STDs can cause chronic pain, illness, or even sterility. Viral STDs, including herpes, HIV, HPV, and hepatitis B, are caused by a virus. Viral STDs cannot be cured with medication. Symptoms of STDs can include pain while urinating, burning, itching, or unusual discharge, warts, or sores.
But not everyone who has an STD has symptoms. This means that you or your partner may have an STD and not even know it. Some women don't realize they have an STD until they want to start a family and discover that they're sterile. The first thing to realize is if you have unprotected sex of any kind, you are at risk for an STD. It's that simple. Unprotected sex means vaginal, anal, or oral sex, but some STDs can even be transmitted from intimate skin-to-skin contact with someone who is infected. Having an STD increases your chances of getting reinfected with another STD, even HIV.
The best way to prevent sexually transmitted diseases is
Abstaining from sex.
That includes vaginal, anal, and oral sex.
So if you decide to have sex, any kind of sex, use a condom.
Limiting your sexual partners will reduce your risk.
when Calvin told me I should get tested, I was pissed off. He gets chlamydia and I needed to get tested. And what if I test positive for it? I have to be the one to tell Cece? Well, doesn't that make it seem like I gave it to her instead of Calvin? I told him he should call Cece himself. Is it possible that she gave it to him? I doubt it, but it's possible. And what about Calvin's other old girlfriends? Michelle is dating Andre. Do they have it too? I can't believe this is happening.
Here's is a simple animation of how STDs can spread through a social network. When two people have unprotected sexual contact, they are at risk for contracting an STD. And so are their partners. See that? When you have unprotected sexual contact, it's like being with everyone that person has been with. Not only that, when someone with lots of partners has unprotected sex, even if they only have a few partners, in time the whole community can become infected. Pretty scary, huh? Now let's see what happens when protection is introduced. The barrier keeps the STD from spreading. You can see that protection use greatly reduces the number of people infected. The people who had fewest partners and used protection had the lowest chance of developing an STD or HIV.
Since STDs are transmitted through unprotected sex, abstinence is the best way to avoid getting STDs. If you do decide to have sex, using condoms correctly and consistently each time you have sex will greatly reduce your risk.
For the blue, for the gold, for the team, let's go! Good job, guys. Let's see some jumps.
When Calvin called, it was awkward. I mean, we haven't talked since we broke up, so I was really surprised to hear from him. We caught up on things, and then he told me he was being treated for chlamydia. And that means that I might have it too. Gross. Really, really gross. I wanted to ask him if he told Tyrell. That's my boyfriend. But I was way too embarrassed. And now I don't know if Ty knows. Do I mention it to him, or should I just wait until I go to the clinic?
So, Calvin has it. Cece and Ty might have it. What about me and Andre? We haven't had sex, but he used to go with Cece. Does he have it? Everyone's in everybody's business. Now I know what they mean when they say that you have sex with everyone your partner has sex with. No, thank you.
Let me hear you talk. Talk to one another.
Deciding not to have sex is one thing. Knowing how to deal with sexual pressure from your partner is another. It takes practice, so talk to somebody. Talk to your parents, your friends, and hopefully your partner. The more you do, the better prepared you'll be.
Man, it seems like everyone we know here has chlamydia. I never thought this stuff would happen here. It's West. Now, I gotta go get tested. I hope Michelle doesn't break up with me. I wish I would've been more careful.
Woo! Nice block, Jamal.
I gotta go. See you tonight?
Maybe. What's up, Coach?
What are you still doing here? Thought you were all heading over to Tyrell's for the graduation party.
Don't you think I should keep practicing? I want to be prepared for the next game.
Woo! Look, being prepared is great, all right, but I don't want you stressed out. Besides, I think someone's waiting on you.
Yeah, well, that's more to life than parties, you know? Let's go one-on-one.
Not when it's a big graduation party, okay? Besides, this doesn't even sound like you, and my knees aren't exactly up for it.
You know, maybe I'm just trying to apply myself to the game. Like you always preach.
Or maybe you're trying to avoid something or someone.
Maybe.
Look, I thought you and Diana were an item.
We were. I mean, we are. You know, I just don't think I'm into her as she's into me. She acts like we've been dating for a year or something and we hardly know each other.
Sounds like you're feeling a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, very uncomfortable. Whenever we're together, we start out with friends and it's really fun, you know? But suddenly we end up alone. One of the things I like about her is that she's so sociable and easy to be around in groups. Just not ready for all this alone stuff.
Sounds like you know how you feel. Have you told her?
No, but I've hinted. No, she just doesn't get it. I don't understand girls.
Listen, Jamal. Being direct and honest usually works out best. Listen to me, okay? Jamal, girls and guys don't often see things the same way. If you're just straightforward, you can often avoid a lot of miscommunication.
Diana, I really like you better when we're around our friends. So let's go back in the party and hang out with our friends? Yeah, right. That's not gonna work. How does that sound?
It's not bad for a first try.
Come on, give me the ball. I'd rather shoot. Let's go.
Come on again. You want to practice?
Yeah, I want to practice.
Oh, you want to practice?
Yes.
Okay, well, look. Why don't we practice this?
Throw me the ball.
No, why don't you try it again? And take your time and give it a little thought. Come on.
Diana, I really like getting to know you better, but, I think we should take it slow. Maybe stick with friends so we're not tempted so easily. How's that?
That was good.
Thanks, Coach. Woo! That looked
Nailed
good,
it.
man.
Okay. All right, come on, let's go home. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Talk about take me down, my knees on the floor. I would punch.
Unfortunately, you can't tell who has an STD just by looking at them. Since many people who have an STD don't have symptoms, it's possible to pass it to someone without even realizing it. The point is, sex has consequences. And unless you're ready to deal with the realities of STDs, HIV, and unplanned pregnancy, abstinence is the healthiest choice around. But if you do decide to have sex, any kind of sex, use a condom. Okay, that's it. That's what you need to know about staying free of STDs. 1, STDs are spread mainly through unprotected sex. 2, there are 2 types of STDs. Bacterial STDs, which are usually curable with medication, and viral STDs, which are not. 3, not everyone shows symptoms. So it's possible you or your partner may have an STD and not even know it. 4, abstinence is the most effective way to prevent getting an STD. If you do decide to have sex, using condoms and limiting your partners will greatly reduce your risk. If you want to be safe, make proud and responsible choices. It's your life. It's up to you.
Hey.
Hey, Diana. Listen, about Ty's party. I'm not sure if I can make it.
Aw, too bad. I'll miss you.
Yes, I'll miss you too. Listen, I think you're great, and I'm glad that we're together.
Me too. I can talk with you about anything. I feel so comfortable with you.
Cool. You know what, lately it seems like we're always alone, and I kind of miss being with friends, you know?
I thought you hated groups.
Kinda. But it's just like whenever we're together, we always end up messing around, you know? And I don't...
I noticed that.
Hey, listen, I really like you a lot, but I'd rather get to know you better before being that intimate.
I'm in no rush at all.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you said something. We got a little carried away last time, didn't we?
You know, I guess we have a lot of chemistry. I think so.
Yeah. You're so right.
All right, enough.
Okay, maybe we should stick with friends so we aren't alone together. Like now. Where'd everybody go?
I don't know, but let's go find them.
Yeah. You know, we gotta watch ourselves. You're dangerous.
You are too.